Welcome, Scorpio, to the channel. My name is Robin. This is AriesFireTarot. Thanks so much for joining me today. Just getting ready to do you guys a love reading for April 2019. This will be a general reading, you guys. I hope it resonates with you. If not, take what you can from the reading and leave the rest for somebody else on the channel. I hope you're all doing amazing today. Let me know how you're doing in the comments and let me know what you think of the reading as you go along. Definitely keep in mind this is a general reading. If you want a personalized reading, all my information is in the description box or on the About tab of my channel. So this is going to be for singles and couples. And then I'll use a couple of the Romance Angel Oracle cards at the end, one for singles and one for couples. So I hope you enjoy the reading. I just have to shuffle a couple more times, you guys, and then we should be good to go. Card came flying out here. We'll keep that. Nine of Pentacles. This is somebody that is really taking care of themselves because they want an abundant life. And we definitely can think about money and finance when we see Pentacles, but with relation to a love reading, you're really taking care of yourself. I think you guys are putting yourself first, but in order to bring the best version of yourself to your relationship. So for singles, you're keeping in mind that you would like to attract that person that has the same sort of core values and morality and ethics, and that takes care of themselves. So you're attracting that kind of energy. And for Scorpios in relationships, I think that you put that to a high standard because it's really important to you. Which is a kind of a weird follow-up card here for the Five of Cups. So the Five of Cups is, not feeling the greatest at this moment, it's kind of like in opposition of the Nine of Pentacles. Like you're really taking care to, like, you want to reap what you sow, so you're really carefully tending yourself, but there's some sort of pain here also. I think some of you could have some pain that you're not showing. I'm seeing this mostly for people in relationships. I think there's something that keeps coming up in your relationship, with the spilled cups here, that is kind of preventing you guys to move forward to your full ability to be happy as a couple. I'm sensing sort of a recurring theme here for people in relationships, that it's like, how people keep on having the same fight? I'm kind of seeing that cyclical, I got the word damage. But I don't think the fight is about the fight. I think the fight is about something that you guys are not discussing. If that makes sense, Scorpio. Sorry, that I just didn't see that applying to singles at all. I've got the Page of Swords here for you guys. So we know that pages are the messenger of tarot. And the swords are about our thoughts. And this is really interesting because this can usually relate to some sort of difficulty with the family, notably children. Something could be taking longer than you want it to take. Something could be delayed permanently, which is causing the issue. I see these really related to couples, not singles. I'm going to deliberately pull a card for singles going the other way here. Nice. So singles, I've got the Four of Wands here. This is about having something to celebrate, like sort of building your life around you so that you have something intentionally designed that you want to celebrate for yourselves. I'm going to aspect this the other way. So I'm kind of making an inverted L shape. I'm going at the top for couples and I'll go down the side for singles, which is, I've not done this for any of the other signs, but I'm just seeing these, the Five of Cups and the Page of Swords. I'm really just getting the sense here that there was an expectation from possibly your partner that something was going to happen in your relationship that you're not into. But I think from the outside, everything looks really, really good to other people. Very, very interesting for you Scorpios. I think you have a slow simmer. But I think one of you in the relationship is so busy worried about something that didn't happen that it's kind of dampening your current reality. And meanwhile, you are doing everything in your power to keep things like, woo, you know what I mean? Happy, excited. And then for singles, you guys are really designing. And what I'm getting here is like just, it's almost as if, you know, you're planting a garden of faith and joy for your future to come in. And it will, you guys. So this is one I pulled for couples, which is the Death card. So there's definitely something going on in your relationship, you guys, that needs to stop if you would like it to be successful. I think there's some really hurt feelings that are going on. I'm not sure if it's you or your partner, but it's kind of, it's driving your relationship to a standstill. I feel like you're living in the same house, but you have two different realities of what that is. Like one of you is upset about something that didn't happen, that they thought that the relationship was going to go one way down a certain path, but it didn't pan out that way. I think there was a conversation that was missed at the beginning of your relationship. Really important one. Could be centered around children and family or some place to live. You kind of both assumed that the other person had the same vision, and now you're finding out that the other one doesn't. But one of you is really upset about it, and the other one, I think, could be still really upset, but pretending that everything's fine, thanks. So really seeing here with the Death card that needs to be resolved, you guys. Pretty intense reading for the couples. So let's carry on with the singles here. Okay, I've got the Hanged Man here. Really interesting. So I'm thinking that you guys went through kind of a significant type of breakup, and you've really been working to change the way you see yourself and what you want. You've been like deliberately putting yourself back together so you can have sort of a higher vibration in relationships. And it's going to happen for you guys too. I think you really, really put yourself back together after. I'll pull one more here. Nice. Got the Six of Wands. You guys have really deliberately planning what you want. And I think maybe in the past you didn't. You were kind of like going with the person that you were the most attracted to, and they might not have been the best for who you are, like on a soul level. Like they weren't really a soul mate. They were just kind of a mate. And then you realized, whoops. So I'm seeing that a little bit for the singles and the couples, but I think for some of you couples out there, you actually went ahead and decided to live with or marry the person that you really, really love them, but you guys have different value sets. So that needs a bit of work. And for the singles, I think you discovered that before you got really, like, before your lives really meshed in that way. And now you're going to look at a different way of doing that and really having these conversations that people think they're hard conversations to have, but they're mandatory conversations. If you don't understand each other, if you have different views of what the future is going to look like when does that, like if it doesn't happen in the beginning, then you get into this sort of situation that I'm seeing here for some of the couples where, well, now what? You know, I want to do this and you want to do that. Like, and how do you make that blend so that you're both happy? But I think for singles, you really became aware of that. And unfortunately, for some of the couples out there, you're just now becoming aware of like the other person. Maybe they changed what they wanted, you know, or maybe they didn't open up about what they really wanted and kind of said, yeah, well, you know, I'm okay with that. But then they weren't really okay with that, but they loved you so much that they said that they were, and now they're regretting it, is what I'm seeing. Okay, singles, let go of control issues. Allow this situation to unfold naturally. So I think that kind of speaks to what I was talking about before with like really being attracted to somebody, but like you can't control what they want. You can only control what you want, right? So if somebody doesn't meet or your expectations of what you want your life to look like, or you just really have to be careful. Like some people, they say what they want to compromise, but they might not. So you have to just sort of let the universe bring that right person to you. And for couples, I'm getting this card. It's called Flirt, but the message on the bottom is the one that I really think is important to you guys. Extend your lighthearted energy to others. I think you guys are like somewhat in like not the greatest place right now. You know, you've got the Death card here. I think you guys are really not connecting. I think you need to open up to each other. And if you're in a situation where, you know, you're in a committed relationship, you're going to have to look at that really closely. Like you have to examine why you're together. And if that's going to be strong enough to sort of overcome this energy that I'm seeing here, you know, where you're wishing things had turned out a different way. So I'm going to pull one more here. Release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. That's interesting. Some of you could be thinking that, well, I should have been with so-and-so. You know what I mean? And this could be for singles and couples. Just, you know, comparing your future partner or your current partner to somebody else that you were with that you think that your life would have been magical. Well, you know what? If you're not with somebody, it's for a reason. So you need to let them go. And comparing somebody that you may or may not already know or that you're involved with already to your ex is really, really unfair, because nobody can ever live up to a romanticized version of somebody that has exited your life. So pretty interesting and complicated reading for you guys, for Scorpios. So I hope that makes sense a little bit. And sometimes people ask me follow-up questions in the comments. Like, this is a general reading, right? So I can't really tune into one specific person on a general reading, so I can't answer your questions about when is this going to happen, what does that mean. That's where the personalized readings come in, you guys. So I hope this resonates and makes sense, like on a general levels, because it's pretty deep. So anyway, I'm going to leave it there for you now. And good luck, you guys, in your relationships, and take care of yourselves. Okay, bye for now. Bye.